Captain, and he has been splitting wood. Would you like to see this? Pick that up and show him how big. Now, tell me
This
what.
is the third one I have split today, and it
Mm-mm.
is by far the smallest. The other two are double, maybe 2.5 times wider than this right now, and I could split them halfway, and they had knots in here, and I had to take the saw and then saw the rest where the knot was right there, because you would never be able to split it unless you was driving it with like 1,000,000 pounds of force on that wedge to get it to go through there.
Wow.
And it is some kind of heavy, and
And he's been doing some.
very dense, green wood, since that tree fell on Memorial Day that morning with the little storm came by. It's still wet and green, but that is some of the heaviest firewood I have ever been a hold of, and I've been around firewood.
That's going to be nice
And
to burn it this coming winter.
that's a full rick, and we got a large fireplace. You can see this about 28 or 30 inches long. Your standard fireplace is usually like
Mm-hmm.
18 to 22 or something like that, but this is a good right at 30. And we can put like a 3 foot log in that fireplace since we got such a big one. But some of
I
those
used to make.
logs
I
that are
used
10
to.
inch diameter, they'll
Mhm.
make some all night burning logs that will not quit. You put them in late at night, they'll still be going in the morning.
We may move our bedroom in there since we don't use the formal living room anyway.
And
You know what?
super heavy. Just take your one hand and just lift up that little bit corner, see how
I
heavy
I
it is.
used to stack cords of wood. I'd be able to do it,
It's
but
heavy
it would
though,
really
ain't
be hard,
it? That
and
is
I couldn't do
heavy.
it with my body now. But I used to stack cords of wood. I was in the wood business, and we didn't have people come in for work, and we'd do the work. And I learned how to do the cords of wood. And
Uh-huh.
you're doing a rick, huh?
And we'd cut firewood, and we'd load up the old, I think the 1955 Ford pickup. We'd fill up the bed of firewood and take it down and sell it for $5.
Well, ours was not $5.
That, of course, was like 1960, 61, 62, 63 time frame
I
type
was
thing.
trying to get close enough to
And
catch that. See, be still. That sweat coming off your nose is fixing to
oh,
drop.
I've definitely got sweating.
Yeah, it's dropping. Okay, you don't have to keep doing that. I just wanted to.
And there's sawdust all over me. The wind's blowing. Thank goodness the wind's blowing a little bit, but that's just taking that sawdust and it's just going everywhere. So I'm kind of like a little, kind of like a sugar glazed donut, only I'm sawdust glazed donut type thing. It's sweating and sticking on me right now. And it's time for a drink of water
Yes,
because it is hot. It's about 90.
I would have got you another thing of water, but you said that's the one you
That's
wanted.
got ice in it and everything.
Yeah, he keeps it all day long, so you can come in and get drinks of water.
Big chunks of ice in there right now.
But I'm so afraid one day he isn't going to be able to make it in here to get him some water because he's out here getting so hot. That wind feels good though, doesn't it?
What is it ever?
I like that wind.
And it feels so good when I was in the sun and I went through the first shade of the big shade tree in the driveway. That wind was blowing. Going, woo! Cold wave.
Because you
And
got
it hit
that
the sun,
sweat.
okay, and it got into the shade where the house is and everything, and the wind blowing me right there. Man, what a difference!
I tell you what, I sure would like to work on that pond tomorrow. Wouldn't you?
It's a waste of time with the water running in it.
No, it is not.
It is too. It's
Charlie,
just gonna wash it all
Andrew,
out
and I
there.
used to do it.
That's
Even
then. This is now with all that water.
we had
coming
water
down.
running in.
Not like this.
Yes,
probably.
we do. It even put the mud into the pond. And I had to tell Maggie why you dug that trench. She was so mad at you for digging the trench in the pasture. I said, Maggie, he had to because of our pool. It would so much water come from uphill down here. It'd wash underneath that wall.
The
It
amount
flooded
of
that pool that one time, big time.
3 or 4 times there's just been big piles of mud and
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
different ways.
And I
That
told her,
one
I
time
said,
that I
Maggie,
drained it myself and dig those 25-gallon Home Depot plastic cans and took them up there, and that was just nothing but mud and slush. 20 of them was in that very bottom type thing that I scooped out.
well, I
And then
told,
scooped out the rest of it by hand.
I said, Maggie, you don't know what we do to keep this place running around here, even with the helpers that we hire to come help. It is a full-time job. Our grandson works day and night with us when he's over here, and it's not always for money either. So everybody that's listening to that think that he just does it for money, you can go soak your head in water, because he don't. Now, does he get my business? All the time. Does he know where all my stuff is? All the places. So when, they had this movie called Daddy's Dying, Who's Got the Wheel? Jimmy's the only one that's going to know where the will is. Because nobody will talk to me about it.
I know where it's at right now.
Yeah, and I've got to go get it taken care of because that's not the way it's got to be changed. Matter of fact, I'm going to put C addendum. They'll know that one's no good. You know what?
To update it, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to just, I'm just going to cross it out and say C addendum because that is no good. Because some of the properties we don't even have anymore, and our girls have turned 21. Oh my God, Aval's almost 18.
17.
I know she's going to be 17, but then I said almost 18. I don't mean this birthday.
She's almost 20 then, too, you know?
No, she's really close to 18 of being legal out from under our wings, is what I'm saying, Charlie. She's almost 100 too, okay, if you want to go like that logic.
Let's see, of June the 3rd, 2025 of this year, of course, we are now closer to the year 2050 than we were 2000. Think about that.
Hey, did you hear what's going on in the news?
What is?
Trump and Elon's had a marital spat.
Say they is.
Mm-hmm. Pretty nasty too. Tammy called to tell me. And what it is what's happened is, my best understanding, he looked at that big, beautiful bill that the people never get to look at and read before they pass it or anything, and we don't know what they're spending our money on, which should be against the law. The people should be able to read it first, and then our representatives and congressmen have their little fight or whatever. But no, we're in the dark, and we pay for it. So it's full of pork.
Oh,
And it's, it wasn't supposed to be as much. And he also has taken away the mandate about the electric cars and about some of the money that he's been giving to Trump. These, what do you call them? Because of being elected, that they gave him for his company and stuff. All those are being taken off. And a few other things. And Elon was not happy. And so he tweeted out on X and said, for all y'all's information, you'll never get the full details on Epstein's account because the president was on there. Have a good day. Okay, that's fine. But he should have talked to Trump and then worked it out between themselves behind closed doors. Just like when Fatima did that to a sister in the church, or one sister did to another sister, getting on to her in front of everybody and embarrassing the HE double hockey sticks out of her, should have been done behind closed doors. You know, everything they're doing is probably correct, but the way they're doing it is incorrect. Elon, you got a good mom, but you better come and talk to this mama, okay? I'll keep your little butt out of trouble. I won't even charge.
Subsidies need to go away on a lot of things. And electric cars, they got started. It's on its own. Doesn't need any government money. I totally agree with it.
Well, it's the way it was put in there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, she said they were having a marital spat, and I'm like, well, now, I love Elon, and I love the president. I do not make any apologies for voting for Trump. Trump. I love our president. I honor him and respect him. And I hate the Democrats doing what they're doing because they're having all these judges that shouldn't be judges up there just trying to stop everything he does. It's like Mama said, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And you always say they're infinitely good. But anyway, she said more than one way to skin a cat. Okay, Democrats, you keep trying to skin him. When are you going to leave him alone? When are you going to leave the president alone? Democrats, do you hear me? Stop it. And especially all you loudmouth representatives, blah, 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 blah.
They'll never leave him alone.
Well, they need to leave the man alone and let him get the country cleaned up and then have a clean fight.
Democrats don't know how to fight clean.
Apparently not. And some of y'all may never get to hear this. This is live, and so if you're hearing it live before the algorithm gets me, and I can't say the word T, I can't say the other word either, so H. What other words I can't say?
Can we, because the time.
Yeah, I got to go. I would like to chit-chat with you, Charlie. Thank you for showing this, and I was going to take a picture of the big trunks.
And they're going a little wood wagon.
Yeah.
Been hauling that stuff over
But
there.
I don't have my shoes on.
Heavy wood. I
So, you guys, I'm glad y'all got to hear a little bit chit-chatting with us, and y'all come back and visit us some more, because I like to get all wound up. Love you guys, and be blessed in Jesus' name. You know, Jesus got upset, and he overturned some money tables. Well, I can get upset too. Have a good day. Love you, love you, love you.
This is some heavy stuff. And yet the mushroom thing, I found this guy through the Joe Rogan podcast, but he came on there the first time I ever saw him. He was wearing a mushroom as a hat.